Welcome, folks. We are live. I'm going to get started in just a moment here. But before we do, we are going to be using the Brainstorm mod today. The Brainstorm mod allows us to set parameters to reroll quickly so that we can hit an early legendary and not have to just hold R on repeat. Basically, it expedites this process of rerolling instead of making it extraordinarily tedious and painful. So what we're going to do is look for a Plasma deck Perkeo start. And see if we can get to Ante 39. Alright, so we hit Control A. It rerolls for us. We get a charm tag. Soul is Yorick. We go again. Okay, we got the Perkeo. Now we need to make a decision as to what else we want to do here. I think, honestly, anything but the Empress is probably pretty good here. I'm just gonna go with the Coward's line and take a Judgment. Okay. Filters, thank you for the sub. That is not a bad complimentary Joker here. Max, thank you for the super chat. We're filtering for the Perkeo, and we found it, so
well met.
We are online here. Now this is tempting. We definitely want the Deja Vu on one of the face cards. Darth Nihilus, thank you for the super chat. Welcome to the stream. Could go Familiar into Deja Vu, or I could just go Talisman into Deja Vu. Okay. It's a very good start. Want to shy away from playing hearts. Welcome, Rotted. Alright, Banana isn't terribly helpful. The Devious is fine, but a little bit sketchy. Unless we just draw like this. Let's see if we can find another Jack. Or even that probably is fine. Might as well. Discard one more time. I think there are chip jokers that I prefer over the Devious, just so that we have a bit more flexibility in the hand that we're playing. But it's pretty good. J Waff, thank you for the prime. Just add this for some Perkeo value, even if it's just money, and then take this as a safety measure. N, thank you for the membership. The legendary membership at that, I'd appreciate that. So we are going to want that voucher. Just need a queen here. Let's avoid dying real quick. It's probably more important than having a bunch of money, isn't it? Oh, welcome, Murphy.
Well
Start
met.
here, and we are buying the voucher. I kind of like Emperor just so we get Perkio value again. That's a pretty good hit on Perkio.
Well met.
Moonflowers and Ski. Thank you for the 2 months. Alright, so we just start murdering the non-face cards. Probably go ahead and play... Wow, this. Annoying. There's a decent chance this is a gold card, so let's hang on to it. 1 in 7, huh? It was a gold card. We got to an interest threshold. Let's check in here. We're going to want strengths eventually. I don't know if now is the time. Because we really want to be able to make straights, and ideally, like, face card straights. Hey, congrats, Focus. I guess we could do something like this. And then I'm going to do this. It makes it easier to find gold cards as well as just hit our straight for the Devious Joker. Let's kill these 3s. Ellipse. Thank you for the super chat. You got to say stonks when buying Hermit. It's the law. I'll try and remember that. All right, find the gold cards, especially the Red Seal gold card. World's Greatest Discarder just dropped. Alright, so we do need to get Blueprint Brainstorm to actually get some velocity on our Perkio value. That's very good. We are going to want some levels on... Let's kill these. On Pluto eventually, and then we start hoarding the Plutos. Okay. 8, 9, 10, Jack, Queen. Oh, I was supposed to discard a queen, but I need it for the straight. How's our deck looking? We have 1, 2, 3 jacks and 3 kings that need goldifying. No, thank you. Nico, thank you for the super chat. I think we're rolling here. We are discarding 7s, of which I have none. There's 1. There's 2. Unfortunately, apparently all of the... Well, we might as well just play that, right? I guess that's the downside of doing so.
Well met.
Good enough. Marwin. Thank you for the gifted sub. Okay, that's actually very good. Let's start in here. Is this maybe just good enough value on the Midas Mask now? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Nah, we can greed it a little bit more. We do want to find a death eventually. Discarding kings.
Well met.
Nice. Slobby, thank you for the super chat. If you're trying to beat Gold Stake for the first time with a filter, would it count as real win, or would the games consider it seeded? Modded does not allow for progression, I don't believe. Oh, okay. We're a bit stronger than I thought. No, thank you. Looking for a death. Very nice. Okay, now we can get rid of you and start playing like full house into other stuff. So let's kill these two. Discard this. Kill these two. Discard this. Okay. We probably don't... Well, we don't need any of the queens, actually. We just want the gold cards. There's a Pluto, finally. We don't want to start hoarding it yet. We don't even have the telescope. But we do want to start leveling it for the future. We already have a red seal. Have seed money. We know this doesn't win in one. Beautiful. Okay, so no red seal yet, so we hold the death. Although I do have to play this, unfortunately. Yes, long-term the plan is Perkio Observatory. But we need deck fixing first. And to get not trash tier vouchers. I should have taken that Earth, actually. Okay, we're discarding jacks. Found one. There's our fella. Zunch. Thank you for the donation. Appreciate that. Alright, let's we don't need it yet. But soon we can get through in one hand with the full house, I think. Just clip these. Continue the process of deck fixing. Take a copy of Uranus, I guess. Okay, Willie. Your time has come. Annoying boss blind, but a very good one to get out of the way. Jesus. They're actually more valuable in hand right now than they are discarded. Watch it snipe all your gold cards. Yeah, but that's better than it sniping all of my hand size when I actually need that for points. Robot Acid, thank you for the 2 months. Still go for Uranus a bit. Yeah. We're cutting down on the size of our deck. Discarding kings. I think this time we will just go ahead and discard the Red Seal Kings. Because they're going to get discarded by the boss blind anyway. At least a lot of the time. Okay. JJ, thank you for the donation. Appreciate that. Yeah, things triggered or discarded by the boss blind trigger the rebate in this. Ooh. That's a good pickup. In the same way that like things or purple seals trigger, they're still getting discarded. The Clurb, not my problem. Alright, we gotta stop being a coward now, I guess. $80. Yeah, this is more. Also, temporarily nice. What am I supposed to do with these? I guess we can make a stone card. Hit you with one of these. Just get a free death. Really not necessary. Apple cider. Thank you for the super chat. Tempting, but probably not necessary given the infinite death engine that I've got. Discarding kings. Xylorax. Thank you for the super chat. Congrats on blue stake. So now with the blueprint, it's better to discard these. I don't know that I would take an Ecto right now. Pecan. Thank you for the prime. Would definitely take an immolate, though. Wow. Was it just kind of a great immolate? Well, it's fine. Okay. So, that's pretty good. I do need levels in Pluto still. But I think we go... Cutting Kings. I think we go for a flush 5. Route here. Progress. Thank you for the super chat. I'm sure you're not terrible at the game. The Golden Needle challenge is notably pretty difficult. I'm sure you'll get it F. With enough attempts. Okay. So we've got scoring room for a while. We're just, like, boss blinds are our concern at the moment. Not that one. Bill, thank you for the super chat, and congrats on Gold Stake. Or death. Pluto? Huh. There we go. Could even maybe consider putting one up here now that I have so many. Okay. Discarding 9s. There's one. Constellation won't leave me alone. Discarding jacks. I'm still gonna kill this one. 16. Yeah, we still got a ways to go. I don't really care about strengthening those. I'd rather just, like, use the deaths. Same thing here. Maybe there's money in here? Nah. One more. Discarding jacks. I made a good choice to draw them. It should be my last jack. I was wrong. Okay, then. Pluto me? Oh, kings. So let's use these here. I'm gonna buy this. That's exactly why I wanted to use the deaths, so that I can free up inventory slots to start copying Plutos. Or at least get a mix between those two. Yeah, it's way too early for Ecto. We have 2 jokers that we don't want to keep forever. Let's go ahead and save 1 of each here, I think, is a good idea. And let's take a look at what my card looks like with a Baron copy. Okay. That means I can get out of the scary face and it saves me an obscene amount of money. Or it earns me an obscene amount of money. We don't need to go steal just yet, obviously. Don't need to open this because of Pluto being up here already. So we're just looking to replace the scary face, ideally with a mime or a brainstorm. And then also find vouchers that we can start taking. That's better. Right, I needed to discard that fella. Obelisk pivot. We're really good at hitting the death, it seems.
Met.
Retrospect. Thank you for the 2 months. Oh, I'm not I'm copying the wrong thing. I'm an idiot. Whoops. In my head, that was in the right spot, but clearly it wasn't. Alright, I've made one mistake. Pack it in, everyone. I can't possibly make a video out of this. It's already over. How does it hit King of Diamonds? Comments would go crazy. I mean, you're already seeing them on stream right now. We've gotten this voucher so many times. Actually, no, golden ticket when we're not playing 5 of a kind is not good anymore.
Well met.
Where mime? Zavatar, thank you for the prime. Okay.
Well met.
Oh, Pablo, thank you for the 2 months. All right, then. Okay. That makes this decision easy, I suppose. 2 pairs still a thing? Okay. This is good. The voucher is good. Sure. More Plutos is good. Alright. Start using some of these deaths. Get another soul, could it be another Perkio? I believe so, yeah. With the Showman. But I don't really want that to happen. Okay. Got decent funds going. $23 is more than 20. We have 1 non-king, so we can just start aggressively using these deaths and then hoarding Plutos for a hopeful and eventual telescope. So this should be nearly the last need for holding the deaths. It's a lot of money. I'd rather just get a brainstorm or a blueprint. Really need overstock.
Well met.
I know. Thank you for the prime. Okay, so we're just going to use these deaths aggressively. Are you kidding me? How? That's the one singular. It's a 1 in 30. And I'm not even going to be able to find the card to death it. Okay, we did. So that should be it, right? Except for the stone card. That doesn't really matter. Cool.
Well met.
James and Bitray. Give it the subs. All right, now it's time to get a lot of questions about why we aren't using the Plutos. What vouchers do we have? Not very many. So we need to find some cola. And voucher skips. And a mime. I don't actually know if we really care that much. I guess with a, we want another blueprint, so. We can just roll all the way down, essentially, because we have a full deck of kings. Magical, thank you for the membership. The Ox GG, yeah, how will we ever beat the Ox here? Especially when it selects a hand that we literally cannot play. I think we are set up to just go ahead and snag an Ecto if we find one, though. Finally. Jeez. Huge deal. Try a pair here? Why? Should have at least popped the Emperor there, I think. Boy, we are making Fred Durst proud with all this rolling. Rip sock. Why would I take a sock here? Looking for mine. Franco, thank you for the membership. Why no sock? Because it doesn't help my build in any way whatsoever. Did you take photo, Chad? Nope. I don't really want to give up 2 Joker slots for something that barely does much for my score compared to what I do have. Bean. Too bad we already passed the Crimson Heart. Is mime useful when the observatory is online? It can be, yeah. I mean, the observatory starts doing a lot of the heavy lifting, but we get money out of the mime, and like we might need the mime like at the point or before we hit the observatory, right? So we might need mine for scoring. Leading up to that point. Take an Ecto here, would have to sell these 2. Done like this matters. It doesn't. Okay. Ecto mode engaged. It's not good, but it's funny. Same thing applies here. Now people will be less annoying since I took the, there we go. Instead of the photograph. Okay. That's pretty good. Yeah, this being foil is huge because it allows me to keep it if I want to use another Ecto. Jesus. We're just... California, here I come. Right back where I started from. Okay, let's get our jokers in the right spot, though. Here. First, we discard. Buy a lottery ticket. So the thing is, because we've been printing money, this isn't like, this is equivalent to buying like hundreds of thousands of lottery tickets, right? So yeah, this is lucky in our setup, but we've like dramatically improved the odds of getting lucky by having an obscene amount of money. That's what high score runs are about. Legendaries are not necessary for Nan and Friends. The easiest setup. Okay. Does not include them. We had that is actually extraordinarily lucky. We had a long streak of just absolutely doo-doo vouchers. Okay. Now it's just find a mime. And our jokers are set for a while. I'm not going to deny that that's also not lucky. But we have been rolling for a while. Sky, thank you for the super chat. How much time does it take to change the entire deck in time? I always fail before Ante 8, and you can do it way too easily. It's again, money gives you resources to roll into the things that fix your deck. Here we have the benefit of like just filtering for a Perkio, so that kind of skews things as well. So money is the answer to pretty much every question of how do I in Balatro. I don't want that because I just want a mime. Okay. Dalton. Thank you for the super chat. Yeah, with money you can do anything. Andrew, thank you for the super chat. This is indeed not normally, but no, you can't check mine PC. It's filtering cheating. Who cares? It's a single player game. I guess I could take another Ecto. Sure. I don't know what I'm supposed to do with that, but... People will complain about filtering, but also complain about having to watch you reroll the seed for 5 hours straight to get the Perkio? Yeah. It doesn't matter. I've learned, this is a pro tip for you, if you do anything, and I mean anything on the internet, people will complain. So, I don't care. I've given up the capacity to care about that. I'm having fun, that's what matters. Alright, we can start doing that. Because once we get the mine, we don't really need money for a while. Honestly, I should probably be a coward and take this for a bit, since I don't have the reroll voucher. It's also a little bit less tedious. We still make a lot of money from just having the gold cards.
Well met.
Michelle, thank you for the 3 months. Jack can have a wheel as a treat. That was a mistake. We still have played... How? 2 more to go? Oh, because I've been playing multiple... Or I was playing multiple 2 pairs and only a single high card, I guess. Let's actually not even bother rolling for the mime right now. Or at least not rolling hard for it. Until we get the reroll voucher. We don't want you. Like, I generally don't want to take voucher skips as aggressively in this type of run because it negates some of our Perkio scaling. But because our vouchers need help, that would probably be a good idea here. So I'm going to take a cola, and then we can start rolling again. Here's the mine. Cool. We just, like, we hold money now in case we run into an emergency boss blind scenario. Again, I don't like doing this, but, like, this is a lot of vouchers not to take. I'm gonna just be lazy here and copy the mime, even though it's not optimal for point scoring. The observatory is handling most of these. Yeah, 4 vouchers incoming should give us decent odds at finding director's cut. Nope. The wall, not a problem. These are all very good vouchers, though. So, I'll take it. No rolling here, just holding. Kitty, thank you for the donation. Appreciate that. And Alrex, thank you as well. What's left? Antimatter? No, we need director's cut and retcon, as well as blank and antimatter. We also want the other hand size voucher. But, like, we could, like, this run could still die if we don't hit the reroll voucher. Maybe not, because we have a lot of good scoring from the observatory still. What happens if you get all the vouchers? Everybody claps. Like, we might just be fine, even if we hit the plant right now. Because this is a 1.5 to the 34th. Like, that's a pretty big number, right? You think you're gonna have to use the Pluto since they increase the base mold of what's being multiplied? Nope.
Gonna be rich.
Because what's required of getting observatory is having telescopes, so we can just get our base molt in the planet packs.
Well met.
Because they are guaranteed to be in there.
Well met.
Emily, thank you for the 7 months. The default streamer, thank you for the bits. And Darren, thank you for the tip. Hope your knee recovers as quickly as possible. But glad you're enjoying the content.
Well met.
Miso Zoop. What a name. Thank you for the prime. Priority is now blank manager and antimatter. Nope. Priority is director's cuts. But those are also, like, antimatter and palette are the other two things that we need. Okay. I mean, I'm not gonna go complain about getting that. It's still... I wouldn't call it an... it's bordering on a necessary component. I'll make some more steel for the future. Just every time a steel pops up in an Arcana pack, I'll probably use it. Yeah, exactly. Antimatter doesn't matter that much right now, or won't for a while. But what antimatter could do is accelerate the rate of getting Plutos, because we could go with an invisible Joker or a Showman into another copy effect, so we could like improve our rate of scaling by getting another Joker slot. And we just play the steel since we don't need it for our scoring. Wait. No. Gotta be patient here. For the money. Remu, thank you for the super chat. Welcome to the stream.
Well met.
And Medic, thank you as well.
Well met.
We need this. Anime nerd Fred Durst, thank you for the prime. Is that canonically accurate? Has Ante-40 been reached? Only modded. It is impossible to do so without a mod. Talent, thank you for the donation. Okay. So full voucher cleared. Needle is fine. How is 1.8E 308 too big of a number to calculate if it's just a few digits? Well, why don't you count that high
Well met.
and see for yourself? Get back to me once you're done. Ryutu and Talent, thank you for the primes. How do you have $1,000? I've been saving.
Well met.
Evelyn, thank you for the sub. Yeah, I simply stopped buying lattes and avocado toast. You too could be this rich if you did the same.
Well met.
Darif, thank you for the 6 months. Does that make mortgage rates go down or no? Probably not. Like, hoarding all this money is probably not doing a whole lot for, like, the inflation rate. I'm literally over here printing money right now. Dizzy, thank you for the donation. Appreciate that. Can I borrow some for rent? What? If I let you borrow money, you won't learn how to generate this type of wealth on your own. I earned this. Thanks to a small loan of $1 million from a million jokers from my family. I worked hard. BG, thank you for the prime.
Well met.
Tuna, thank you for the prime. Oh. Let's go next. Oh no, not the needle.
Well met.
Miss a P. Thank you for the prime. Yeah, I don't think we actually care about boss plans, I'm gonna be honest. Like, what is 1.5 to the 62nd here? E10 on its own? No! Not the arm. E10D's nuts got him. Oh. I might buy this on the way out. We're going to need jokers eventually, though, so I don't know. Sorry, Roffle, but this run is lost. Yeah, unfortunately, clearly that means in order to offset the arm, we're going to have to use all 66 of these Plutos. Do you need tarot cards anymore? Nope, just looking to clear vouchers is the reason. The Hobbyiness. Thank you for the prime. Alright, we've already offset it. We've done it. You have no power here. Time to play a pair then. Name checks out. Game throwing. What happens if you get an Ante before Ante 39? We skip aggressively until we get to Ante 39. So that we can save time.
Well met.
Hot anime moms. Thank you for the 5 months.
Well met.
And Slem. Thank you for the 3 months. Oh. I have paintbrush, but not palette. Thank God. Huge. Imagine playing hearts. Couldn't be me. How do you beat Ante 32? I get a higher score than is required. Same way we beat Ante 15. Wait, why didn't I play the steal? I just cost myself money? I'll never financially recover from this. Does polychroming your cards do anything? Not really, no. It effectively doubles my score, which is not meaningful. Andrew, thank you for the super chat. Does it make sense to even level up the hand at this point? Yes. I mean, 60 to the 82nd is bigger than 20 to the 82nd, right? You eventually ditched the mime in this round. Why would I do that? Why do people not read the pins? Because that requires self-sufficiency in a way that you cannot expect of people on the internet. Why is Perkio so happy? I don't know, bro's just chilling. What's wrong with smiling? I mean, I never do it, but... Holy, okay. Run is saved. Like, I don't know that there's anything that can stop me now. Other than falling behind somehow. Now it's just antimatter. Antimatter and pallet, and we could probably take another ecto. I think one more is probably fine. So that we can get more... like... acceleration on our Pluto generation. How many Plutos do you roughly need to hit an Anim? No idea. Not a single clue. But we're just going to go for as many as possible. Yeah, I guess technically you need 0 of them, but for this setup, we do need more than 0 of them. Like 400, I saw a video on it, but I forgot. We might need some more acceleration then. Is that all? Like, is that considering plasma deck? I assume it would be. You need 876. Doc Spectred went over it in their video. Okay. So maybe we don't even get there. I don't know. Well, that's starting at 1x molt. So assuming your base is 1, which ours is not going to be. Plasma, I believe, is halved? Yeah. I don't know. I should probably just watch Doc Spectred's video, because I'm sure it's a good video anyway. I just haven't had time. You can check one of my runs and see. It's not that. I appreciate the offer, Murphy, but don't even worry about it. If we get there, we get there. We've got a lot of time to worry about that in the future. You're also using Bear and Mime, so it's far fewer? Yeah. Like, I'm assuming that was it. Because 800 seems like a lot. I'm assuming that's, like, using Observatory exclusively. Probably don't need a DNA. I don't want magic trick, do I?
Well met.
I'll take a voucher skip, though. A rave, thank you for the prime. I think that's like the singular skip worth taking because it does like lose out on Perkio value, but it can, if we get antimatter, it can like offset that value later. So. Uh-oh. We're starting to lag a little bit. Zombie, thank you for the super chat. Can you explain what makes Brainstorm worse than Blueprint? Flexibility. Blueprint can copy any Joker regardless of the order. Brainstorm is limiting, right? So when you think about your typical run, you want to have base mult to the left, times mult to the right. You can't, if you're doing that type of build, you can't use Brainstorm to effectively copy a times mult Joker. So that's already one limitation of it. If you consider something like a Sunships, thank you for the gifted memberships. If you consider something like this, where you optimally, which we aren't doing right now, you want to split your copy effects between Baron and Mime to maximize your score. If you only have Brainstorms, you can't do that, right? Everything has to be copying one of those Jokers. If you only have Blueprints, you can split them up however you see fit. Fluke, thank you for the sub. I think there's a world where we just start taking vouchers. Like, we need 2 more Jokers right now. I don't know. We've got time. Let's, since we're taking the skip, let's leave it. I'll probably pick it up on the next go-around, though. Would you take Ecto? Probably. Just because, like, this is a little bit different than your typical Baron Mime build in that a lot of our score, the vast majority of our score is coming from the Observatory cooking. So I think I'd take 1 more Ecto. Just for, like, more Blueprints or Brainstorms. Rosetta, thank you for the gifted memberships. Okay, I guess this is harmless. I don't know about the Planet Merchant, though. It's an annoying one. We need to reroll this. Okay. Fishing for Serpent? I wasn't fishing for Serpent. We just happened upon it. And it does give me quite a bit more money.
Well met.
Mecco Birdo, thank you for the prime. Steel. take this in with me and get some more steel. So I think let's see what our score, if our score even changes when we do something like this and like copy more optimally. It's a pretty significant difference. That's like 12E, yeah. I mean, that's the difference in copying optimally. So like that just demonstrates that the Mime and the Baron are still doing something, even if it's less than the Perkio engine. That'll make some people happy. Jared, thank you for the super chat. I like all of the decks essentially about the same. I don't really have preference other than I do hate black deck because I'm bad at it. So we don't need to do that every time. It's just a good idea to get like a sense of our upper limit on the scoring. It's gonna get more and more tedious the longer this goes on, so get used to all this nonsense. Yeah, here the extra hand size is the reason for the higher score. We could have probably been in the hundreds if we were copying optimally. Okay. Gotta start rolling now. No ecto. So we're looking for... Sure. I'll take this for a bit, but... We're looking for Showman. I don't need to find it, like, immediately. So we can meter out our... this. It's probably good, right? One more. Bex, thank you for the bits. We can just use this to... Well, let's reroll first. I don't think we need to reroll for the Serpent every round. Let's start stuffing some steel in. Edsy! Thank you for the raid. Hope you had a good stream. I was lurking earlier and I saw you had a pretty sweet... like checkered deck mime run that was on autopilot, but hope you had a good stream. We filtered ourselves into a Perkio start and then got a Midas mask, and it's just kind of been free since then. So now we're just looking for another copy of Blueprint courtesy of a showman. Through hard my last game, I wouldn't know anything about doing that. I've never thrown a game in my life. Hope you had a good stream though. We're already making enough steel. There's the Midas Mask again. We can turn it back into gold cards. So invisible, showman. That's pretty much it. Or you can hang out in case we run into Verdant Leaf. Although we have the infinite reroll voucher, so who needs you? Could also take another mail-in rebate, but that's maybe a little tedious. Photo and then Chad in like consecutive stores. It's a sign. Quinn. Thank you for the super chat. Congrats on the gold stake win. There's our fella. Now, how about a blueprint? Yeah, thank you to DNA for your service of, what, like, one hand. Yeah, this is probably too much rolling. I think that's probably... I don't need it yet. I would rather just re-roll for Blueprint Brainstorm. Why do we want Showman? So that we can get another copy of Blueprint and Brainstorm. Those are our... like, lovers of strength right now. So that's not worth because of the negative runner? No, I could have sold the negative runner for the invisible. It's just not worth because I can't pick the target, right? If it hits Mime or Baron, it's a fail. And I would just have to redo it. I can just be patient and roll myself into a Blueprint or a Brainstorm. Neat. Sky9, thank you for the membership. And Black Mesa, thank you for the donation. Alright, we're going Fred Durst mode. I don't think I got the tarot voucher, did I? Where are these tarot cards coming from? Derek. Thank you for the super chat. Taught my 8-year-old how to play and she won in her first game. See, chat? There's hope for you. Congratulations. Oh. Alright, one more. After I said that, I almost immediately botched the Perkio for the first time. Would have been deserved. That would have been so funny. I agree. I agree. Fortunately, I saved it. So this point, is it considerable to sell Blueprint for Baron for another Blueprint? Nope. Baron is an important part of getting our scores started and limiting the number of Plutos that we need. Sure, why not? I mean, that doesn't really do much without the showman involved, so. What's that guy with the headband doing? He's just vibing. Why you gotta worry about that? Did you take an idol right now? Nope. What does an idol do for me? We're looking for 2 jokers specifically. Maybe I should have taken that invisible, man. I was really confident with like my limited voucher setup that we would find a blueprint or brainstorm faster than this.
Well met.
But we've still got a lot of time.
Well met.
Boston Cap and Blue. I give it a subs. Appreciate that. Zombie, thank you for the super chat. How many ectos would be reasonable here? I think maybe one more. We could probably take one more, but I want to do it after I get out of the showman. So, like, doing it with the showman would be a bit too risky. -3 hand size on the 3rd one would probably be a bit too much. Duping the Mimic and the King would be the same, right? Nope. We've already seen that there is a massive, massive difference between the two. We don't want you. We wanted a blueprint. Wrong rare, Jonkler. All right, let's be a little bit less aggressive in our rolling now. Massive? Yeah, it was about 12 E's last time we checked it. So I would say that's pretty massive. We're just copying lazily right now. Let's roll to 20 each time from here. Four copies give you an E or 4 copies of what? I don't know what you're talking about. I know wheel. What is the maximum amount that a wheel can contribute to our score? $1.5x? Yes, that is correct. The difference of scores here is 21 zeros. So that's a 1 with 21 zeros and then an X. Is 1.5 comparable or meaningful in that regard? Not at all. That's why we're skipping the wheels. And it blocks, like, if we want to take a second ecto, it blocks that from being a possibility. Rarin always picks the wheels. That's because he's a gambling man. Game really wants me to have that rebate, but... Wrong rare joker again. But if done correctly, Balatro is not a gambling game. That's why it no longer has the 18+ rating. Peggy has confirmed that it is not, in fact, a gambling game. And if you play the game well, it is also not a gambling game. Like, he's obviously very in touch with its ratings. Look, it reversed the decision. I think we can all agree that that's a good thing, right? It's a gambling game, and if you're me and you take Space Joker every run, Space Joker isn't gambling. It's just trusting a friend.
Well met.
There's our replacement here. Unfortunately, it is foil, so that's fine, though. Cool. All right, now we just hoard money for a bit until we find the second Ecto. Why an Ecto gives you -3 hand size if you use it once? Well, the third one, you're misunderstanding. I've already taken one, that's -1 hand size. I would take a second, that would be another -2 hand size. I wouldn't take a third because the third one is -3 hand size. But I think we probably have a decent chance of getting there now that we got the extra brainstorm. Would you take a fourth, though? Yeah, I would simply skip the third and go straight to the fourth. Ectoplasm is make one Joker negative -1 hand size, right? That's the first one. But it's progressive. The second one is make a Joker negative -2 hand size. So that's a total of -3 just from the first two. What's the runner doing there? Just vibing. Look, if I don't take the negative, I get yelled at. If I take the negative, people are are losing their mind over it not doing something. But, I mean, the bro's just vibing. Let him hang out. I think he's earned it. We can do this. See where our top end is, maybe. Baja Bussy Blaster. Thank you for the bits. Ecto can only appear in the shop. If we get Omen Globe, it can appear in Arcana packs as well as the Spectral packs. But to be honest with you, I don't think we need it. It would just give, like, the illusion of having something to do at this point. What if Mr. Bones on Ante 39? You die with a Mr. Bones because you don't reach a quarter of the score. So the exact same thing that would happen if you get to Ante 39 without Mr. Bones. No repeat hand types. Does 2 Mr. Bones double the threshold? That also wouldn't matter, though. When will you switch to steel? When I need to. It's starting to lag? It's been lagging. I don't know what you're talking about. Okay, we are maybe approaching the point where I need to be less lazy with my Joker positioning, though. And also, that could mean that I need to start making more steel. Because I don't really have much need for money right now. There may be one more Joker that I pick up, so I'm not gonna waste it on a magic trick. We've still got time. All right, let's count it out. 1, 2. I think it's probably like this when we play all gold. So
We're gonna be
1, 2,
rich.
3, 4. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, it's like this. Bueno. Thank you for the tip. Is Perkio the only way to get a run to Ante 39? Nope. I would recommend checking out Bellatra University's video on the topic. That will give you like a thorough explanation of like the different pathways to Nanimp. Why don't you make steel? Because look at the difference in my score and the required score. Ooh, temperance.
Well met.
And thank you for the prime. And Doomsday, thank you for the super chat. The Goose as well, thank you. The money for serpent farming. Nope. The money is in case we take another ecto and want to find another blueprint. At this point, I don't even know if we're going to. But also, like, I don't really gain anything from shops at the moment, right? Other than exiting a shop when I get Perkio value. Well, okay. I guess we are unintentionally serpent farming. What is all the money going to be used for? To improve the run. But right now, there isn't much that it can be used for to improve the run. It's possible we just also save it for the next run. But like, just because you have money doesn't mean you need to spend it. Oh god. This is getting rough. Life advice in my video game stream? Look, that wasn't life advice, that was Bellatra advice. Did you consider taking a voucher skip? Probably not. I only need one more voucher that matters. Well, I guess maybe 3 total, but we've got plenty of time. Isn't 2.8K enough money? Well, what am I supposed to do with... Like, what's the alternative? Should I just, like... Should I roll into the ox so I go to 0? Like, what?
Well met.
Joe, thank you for the sub,
met.
and Jacko. Oh, Jesus. Jacob, thank you for the gifted subs. Oh my god, my brain is broken. So far, I've taken 1 ecto. Beatus, thank you for the super chat. And Sheep, thank you as well. What jokers do I need to fix my real bank account? Definitely not the credit card. I would advise against that one. You restart the game, the lag will go away. Okay. Then what happens?
Well met.
Brofix, thank you for the prime. It will come back in like 2 seconds? Exactly. What's causing it? I don't know.
Well met.
Probably the 182 Plutos that we have.
Well met.
Everyone's so stressed about my CPU, it's not even registering as one of like the...
Well met. Well met.
top. Like the game is... I can't even find it on the list. It's so far down. It's just like not registering as a stressor on the CPU. Or the GPU. Or the memory. We'll see when we're actually scoring.
Well met.
Beautiful. Kevin, thank you for the sub.
Well met.
Shiro. And GFC, thank you for the subs as well. And Aegis, thank you for the donation. Sharney, thank you for the prime. Google Chrome does more on my computer than Nanim runs? Yeah, exactly. Trusting, thank you for the super chat. Alright, let's move this before I forget. Okay, let's take a look. Nope. Okay. Yeah, it does occasionally pass Chrome in CPU usage. Nowhere near in memory. And way below OBS and GPU usage. Like, it's lagging, but it's not that big of a stressor on the PC. It's just... I don't know. Hey, welcome, ADEF. It's the game engine that's the bottleneck, not the PC? Yeah. And there are, like, mods that can improve that. Oh, good, more hands. It's another voucher cleared, at least. Verdant Leaf. We can just murder this runner. Nope, can't take that. Guess we could reroll the boss. LH, thank you for the super chat. Could have been Yorick. Yeah, that's why we skipped. So in the run it doesn't do anything, we lose a slot along with the card, so it's net 0. Yeah, I'm aware, it was for the boss blind when it was Verdant Leaf. But I just re-rolled it. Did this phase of the run start slowing down a little bit? Okay, we might actually start needing some more steel going. Is turning off scoring help? How am I meant to do that? Let's look for a fool here. Cool. Yeah, we'll figure it out. Easy. Alright, let's see what our top end is with steel. Cool. And we can go here and here. This is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 1, 2, 3, 4. So we're at the break-even point. Why not Polychrome Steel King? Because Polychrome does not matter. Because of where my scoring is coming from. Reap. Thank you for the bits. Hope you all have a good weekend as well. This chat cannot be real. I mean, sometimes it isn't. Sometimes it's just bait. But there are a lot of people that just don't understand where scoring comes from in this type of run. E121.
Well met.
Okay. I'm gonna take a quick break and relaunch here so that we can recover some of the scoring, but I need to go get some coffee and water anyway, so I'll be right back in just a moment.
Well met.
Let's reload this. And see how long this actually reduces the lag. All right, let's see if we can, get some deaths. And maybe something similar to bring into the Arcana pack with us. There we go. Might as well take a temperance. See what's in here. Not worth. Should have held him still. Luke, thank you for the super chat. I think either of those two is a definite possibility. Yeah, that's probably enough rolling. Stored Plutos now form a nice shiny block, yeah. And We definitely do have some performance improvement, but, like, we're just gonna start accumulating more Plutos, so... Who knows how long it'll last. It's not really speeding up the process at all, though, is it? Hey, there's a good voucher for me. MCAT, thank you for the super chat. How do you know that when you roll a polychrome, somebody isn't sending you a super chat? Have you checked? Will reducing animations help with lag? How? Whoop. There we go. As in, how am I meant to reduce animations? This is entirely vanilla except for the brainstorm mod. Just turn off Bellatra? Oh, okay, yeah. That would definitely help with the lag, yeah. What are you saving the money for? Something to spend it on. You can in the settings. You can turn off animations in the settings. You want to point me to where? MCAT, thank you for the super chat. It's called reduced motion. Reduced motion? Okay. That's not disabling animations. No, that looks horrendous. We're not doing that, and it doesn't change anything. Actually, like that, it looked horrendous to me. I guess I could have hung man into some gold cards, but it wasn't even necessary. You. And then you. Cards aren't bouncing. What's the point of this? Exactly. We're still way above this, right? Even with all gold cards. Especially with the extra hand size. The only thing worse than gameplay backseating is tech support backseating. It's true. It's true. That's that was my primary motivation for fixing my internet, is not having to deal with that anymore. Zombie, thank you for the super chat. I remember back in the Hearthstone days, somebody's recommendation to fix my internet troubles was, Roffle, why don't you just ask your internet provider for fiber and make sure that they're using a fiber line to your house? Oh, just get fiber, forehead. Yeah, because that's available to everyone at all times, right? Just simply ask them for fiber. ZB, thank you for the super chat. And Benjamin, thank you as well. There's no amount of money that would change the way that I produce content or play the game, unfortunately. That is not a precedent I want to set, so I'm not going to turn off the reduce motion, but thank you for the super chat. And maybe one day we'll go back to cryptid, but that is not a thing that I have any interest in doing because of... It's... it does not have a fun chat experience for me. Chariot, fine. Take one more tarot card with me, maybe. Nope. All right. I get comments on year-old videos backseating things that didn't exist at the time of the video. Yeah, cryptid viewers are a different breed, man. Reap. Thank you for the bits. Just download the fiber? Well, hold on. What if I just ate more vegetables? Then would I be able to get my ISP to provide me fiber? It'd be cool to see you try and get a Roffle Joker run with Jen's Almanac. I did that. I tried that. And then I wanted to stop streaming like maybe 40 minutes in, and it just completely ruined my mood. Because, again, cryptid viewers are a different breed. Like, if you think that the backseating that's happening right now is annoying, multiply that by about E50. And that's why we don't play cryptid anymore. JRS, thank you for the super chat. And Blue Random Guy, thank you for the super chat. All right, sell this. Sell this. So the thing I like about cryptid is like the unique additions of the jokers and like the exploration that you get to do with new jokers being introduced. And everybody that's like that plays a lot of cryptid is like, you have to take this joker, take this joker, take this joker, and it's just like it is. Ooh. Like I don't get a chance to explore it myself because people are just like aggressive in their desire for me to optimize every aspect of like the I win button mod. Like it's literally an I win button mod and people are freaking out over not making optimal plays. Dylan, thank you for the super chat. And Xkey, thank you as well. And Puggy Bro, thank you for the super chat. All right. Let's do this. This is an extra large boss blind. Surely we need the steel here, right?
Well met.
Prod and Official, thank you for the primes. AK, thank you for the super chat. And the reminder of why text-to-speech has been turned off. Egghead, thank you as well. After watching a recent high Ante run, it's safe to say there's an inverse correlation between chat IQ and Ante. I think it's just there are more people here that are maybe newer to the game when we do the high score runs. And so you get a lot more bad takes just because there are more people. Oh, right. Crystal ball. That's helpful. That can get us closer to an Omen Globe, which could free up a Joker slot. Let's see a quick top end check for us here. Omen Globe next. Yeah, I don't really know at this point if I want to take the negative hand size. I guess it will give me something to do with the money. It could throw the run, but that would be funny.
Well met.
Dan, thank you for the super chat. I appreciate the apology. Learning is just unacceptable on this channel, but apology accepted, I guess. And Isle of Man, thank you for the prime. E137. So that means we're almost halfway to E108, right? Or E308, right? Halfway? Smiley face. Let's look for you. And maybe a death or a chariot. There's one. Unfortunately. Oh no. Are we gonna have to break out the controller? But as more backseating, Elden Ring or Balatro, you'll have to ask ADEF on that one. Let's go here. I watch Bushy a lot and it's kind of tired. Tied. Based. Bushy viewer. I think there's probably maybe more rage bait in an Elden Ring stream, though. I don't know. I normally... It has nothing to do with the contents of chat. I just normally lurk when I'm watching streams anyway. So I don't really read the chat. I do enough of that when I don't want to bring my work home with me, you know. Real backseaters come out during bingo. Yeah, because there's like you can't really backseat like the technical play of like a no-hit run or something like that. But everybody thinks they have the right strategy to for bingo, right? I do heckin' love some bingo though. Grace, thank you for the gifted sub. Simple solution is just to have chat closed during bingo matches. That's what I do. Yeah. Well, you also, like, run the risk of... I can't imagine how difficult it is to moderate for, like, spoilers of people watching the main feed or the other streamers. So, like, there's potential issues for reading the chat anyway. Dan, thank you for the super chat. And Strongly Type, thank you for the bits. All right. How close? We're mostly steel, right? We could easily find a full hand of steel if we really need to. But I don't know. I think our money is pretty well under control at this point. Hey, you. And it just like the major benefit to not having gold cards is we skip the mime step, and that reduces the time that we spend in a run. Can you roll for Serpent? Yeah, but I don't need to. So I'm not really interested in things that add time to to an already long run at this point. Refa, thank you for the membership. What should you search for now? We're mostly just thinking about whether or not we want to take another Ecto into potentially another Blueprint Brainstorm. When do you think this run will end? Hopefully Ante 39. That's the goal. Pan, thank you for the super chat. Is there a scenario where consuming Plutos and Perkio to level up increase your score? Nope. Multiplicative scaling is always going to be greater than linear scaling. I guess maybe if you're at like level 1 or level 2. Funky, thank you for the membership. Or a super chat, rather. And Kali, thank you for the 6 months of gifted to Blob. Appreciate that. Next ectoplasm is -2 for a total of -3. Hearts are debuff, not a problem. I haven't been paying attention to my score. The blinds are starting to catch up, though, aren't they? Refa, thank you for the super chat. Glad you're enjoying the content. No, you go here. E138 was the score from the last round, I think. Yeah, so it is starting to catch up, isn't it? 142. Okay. Maybe not that fast. Death. That's good. Cool. Also good. Also very good that we got them in that order. We don't have to find the death later. Okay, I'll make a polychrome one. Cola? Welcome, Jespers. You can go away. play the polychrome one. How do we increase our score from here? Getting more Plutos.
Well met.
Loves. Thank you for the 2 months. Just a race between Pluto generation and blind increase? Exactly, yeah. One that I have not personally calculated, so I have no idea if we are on the right pace. You said more Plutos won't do anything. I quite literally didn't know. As long as we can get through Ante 32, I think we're set, right? But the problem is if we serpent farm, well, if we serpent farm Ante's, yeah, we need to hold money. If we serpent farm Ante's 37, wait, it's 32, not 36. I can't do basic math. We only need to get through Ante 32. Then we can serpent farm all the way up to 39, maybe. So 32 is the last remaining hurdle for this run. We've taken both hieroglyph and petroglyph already. Which Joker should make way for an invisible Joker to get another blueprint Perkio Brainstorm? None of them. Our Jokers are set unless we decide to take an Ecto. Modge, thank you for the prime. What's the Serpent Farm? If we can't beat the blinds, we can re-roll the boss blind every round until we get the Serpent, which will dramatically increase our hand size and in turn increase our score. Should be fine. Does anybody know what Ante 32 boss blind is? I think we're on a good enough trajectory, though.
Well met.
Architect, thank you for the 2 months. $179.
Well met.
Okay. I think that's fine. You turn off sub-only mode. It is off. So yes. Amon, thank you for the prime. Yeah, the lag is back. We could always restart. It did improve things for a little bit longer than I anticipated, but it's still not that bad. If my math is correct, one more ectoplasm should give us one less E right now. Each king is 1.5 to the 4th. We have 9 kings. I'm gonna trust your math on that, but... I just, like, we might not have the, like, choice or say in whether or not we take an ectoplasm, right? Like, it has to show up in order for any of that to matter.
Met.
Jody, thank you for the prime. Hey, yo. There we go. Looks like you lose 2 E's from taking an ecto. That may be due to it being on plasma, which the other chatter wasn't considering. Should make it back with the increased spilitos. Yeah, the gamble is that, like, do I find a blueprint in time to make up the difference, right? So, like, there is some amount of risk involved in it. But we really... The main focal point right now is getting past Ante 32. Not an insignificant amount of risk. Yeah, exactly. Dropping 2 E's short term is a risk, even with only $3,200. Why 32? Because 32, every multiple of 8 is an Ante-8 boss blind. So we cannot re-roll those into the Serpent. So we have to, like, be able to, based on our own merits, beat Ante 32, and then we have clear skies. Nintendo. Thank you for the super chat. I don't have a favorite deck. I like playing all of them, and that's what I do in, like, pretty equal distribution. Unfortunately, that does include me having to play black deck every once in a while. But if you take an Ecto, find the Burglar, and roll into Serpent, is it a win? No. Again, we just got done talking about how we can't roll into the Serpent on Ante 32, and that's the choke point. You screw up the Perkio setup on a shop during this run. I don't think so, but we did skip a couple times to get vouchers. You would not believe how many people told me I could have extended one of the recent runs I uploaded during the Nan Inf attempts, because I could have re-rolled the Ante 30 or the Ante 24 boss blind to the Serpent. Why is streamer so stupid? Why would he not make that mistake? Despite the fact that I repeated the same conversation just ad nauseum during that run. And the comment section was just full of people saying, why didn't he just re-roll the Ante 24 boss blind to the Serpent? What's wrong with streamer? Is he stupid? So. Doesn't matter how many times you repeat those things, it turns out. Dex, thank you for the bits. Chat listens good. I mean, commenters listen about the same, I suppose. I mean, to be fair, about 70% of them are snoozing anyway, so maybe they just slept through that part. People that watch your videos skip a lot. I'm one of those people that skips a lot in your video. Sure, but you don't need to, like, make authoritative statements like that if you don't if you don't pay attention or you don't, like, know, right? It's okay not to know. That's not the problem. $153. We have 3 more antes of this. Wonder if I just keep that there. Gives me a little bit of extra score. I don't know. We've got the extra inventory slot, might as well use it. Let's reroll. No. I don't know what I'm looking. Definitely not that. Sure. Yeah, that's equivalent to a polychrome joker, so surely that changes everything, right? Okay, I'll just save that death. Have we gotten... Has anybody checked what the Ante 32 requirements are yet? $179? So I think we might actually get there, right? Boss is E180. Yeah, but okay. Gonna be cutting it close. Let's use this Pluto, see if we can find a fool to get another one up there. Is this a good use of my money right now? Probably not. Can't get a Pluto from this. Minus $1? Yeah, how will we ever survive this? Pale. Thank you for the bits. Glad you've been able to hang out for a bit longer than the past couple weeks. White Snake small blind on Ante 32 plasma is 5.4 E179. Okay, so we'll just shoot for 180. Which I don't know if we're actually approaching right now. No ecto. Yeah, it's going to be very close. I think we might come up just short. But the more rounds we take, the more our score improves, I guess. Going up by 3 E per round and have 6 rounds left. Yeah, so that's only what, like 8, E18. Glass won't help. Glass is not going to add 5 decimal points. Reroll boss a lot until 3 discard. What does that help? You eventually get a burglar? No. Burglar does not help. Ecto plus DNA. Yeah, something to improve the hand size could... maybe we get a really lucky juggle tag or something. But right now, it does not seem as though we're on pace. So I guess we should probably roll to find maybe a nat negative that could benefit us. Of which there are very, 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 very few jokers that improve our score right now. Why couldn't you be negative? You can just go here. Yeah, let's think about this. We need to pace out our rerolls. So, let's stop there.
Well met.
Mancake, thank you for the prime, and great value. Thank you for the super chat. Glad you're enjoying the YouTube. Let's reroll the boss blind. Sure. But if you get a blueprint brainstorm, will it help? How can I do that? It would help immensely, it's just impossible. And also, we would need a Joker slot. Negative sock, negative vital, negative DNA would be funny, even if impossible. Well, only one of those things would actually meaningfully impact the score. So, there are a lot better options than a sock and an idol right now. Would you consider Showman? What would I sell for it?
Well met.
Gut milk, thank you for the prime. Are we gonna be like a single Ante off? Did I just not copy the Plutos quickly enough, or did I not get the blueprints fast enough? We can learn for future runs, at least. We only skipped twice? Yeah. Surely that'll save me. And I don't think I missed a Perkio hit either. Zombie, thank you for the super chat.
Well met.
And Adam, thank you for the 2 months. Buying 2 planes to keep in hand would slightly increase the score. I can't buy Plutos. That's why I just used a Fool to get a second one up there. But, like, we already have 2 out of our 3 natural slots. Does any negative Joker help at this point? DNA, Troubadour, Bean, Juggler. Anything that increases our hand size. Probably get E167 on Ante 32 small blind at this pace. Which is another 30 Pluto short, I think.
Well met.
Okay. So we're way off. Does negative Luchador help? No. How would that help? Does DNA in place of a Brainstorm help? I mean, it definitely it helps my short-term score, right? Because it gives me... It would only give me +3 hand size. We got DNA right at the ante would be useful, but right now I think the scaling is better. I don't know. We lose momentum on the observatory generation. So we sell this, it would be 1, 2, 3, 4 hand size. Let's run the calculations. Well, let's actually see where we are first. What was our past score? Were we beating E164 anyway? Like, do we just have to take the DNA anyway? Just reroll until the serpent. I'm going to lose my mind. We were E61, so we weren't there yet. E62, yeah. So we're dead here anyway. So I think we have to take the DNA if we want a chance at surviving. Rip Perkio. What would selling Perkio do? Are you... Okay, I'm just going to stop reading chat and pull up the calculator. Showman viable at this point. What would Showman do? Rain, Baron. Okay. Observatory, how many? We have 294 Plutos. We have hands, iCard, iCard is at level 51. Okay, so we're going to consider losing one brainstorm. Red seal. No.
Well met.
Here. No. Okay, let me... What is our hand size right now? It's default +1. What's the default hand size? Is it 8? No, it's 9, right? One, 2, 3, 4. It's 9. Default hand size is 9, so we're at a hand size of 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Plasma deck. We're copying... like this. We cut this for a... Let's add a brainstorm. 176. Okay. Wait. The hand size right now should be 9? Okay. So this is where we are right now. This is not enough to beat the blind, right? I mean, it says it is, but it isn't. Oh, it's because it's like this. We would play one, so we go down to... Well... Okay, it's because we have to play one, so this would go up here. It's 162. Okay, so this is correct. This is where we are right now. If we remove this... add a DNA. We copy it 3 times. That would add 4 kings to hand. So we take the DNA. Add 4, then you play one. You're right. So we only add... So we need to remove this one. It still gets us there, though. It's just better. Which gets us in striking distance for Ante 32 as well. So we should be able to make an Ante 39 run out of this. So I think we can get there because of this DNA showing up exactly when it did. Try Burglar. How does Burglar help me? We do have to be careful now and not botch anything. But assuming the calculator is correct, which it looked correct for everything else, I think we can get there. And we already know that, like, just doing what we were doing isn't going to allow us to beat this anyway, right? Okay, so we play this. I think it's 1 mime, 2 baron, but we'll count it out. Yeah, 1 mime, 2 baron. Selling foil was a mistake. Okay, buddy. When I calculated, it only got 5E169. Guess we'll find out. Did I have 1 extra card in hand? Yeah, I had 1 extra too many cards in hand. But I think we still get there. You might have your jokers in the wrong position. So we have 11 in hand. Let's double check this. 1 trigger, 2 triggers with the red seal, 3, 4. 1 score with the steel, 2, 3, 4. This is the best we can do. Send it and pray. This is the moment of truth. We need this to get to like 83. I think we're at about 70 right now. It's very close. 75, 77, 78. I think we got 84. We got there. The problem is we're still off for Ante 32. So I think we're just dead next Ante instead. Unless we can find another miracle save in the shops. On top of that, Pluto scaling is slower. No, yeah, that's considering the Pluto scaling. So we just don't get there. Unless we get a nat negative somewhere. Unfortunate. Or maybe like a lucky juggle tag. Negative Luchador. How does Luchador help us? Would Bones help? We are not a quarter of the way there. We're going to be off by a factor of 10,000-ish. Or more. I'll try and figure it out. They're still outs. They're just unlikely. Like a negative bean. Or would it even have to be negative? Is it more hand because it would be more hand size than a DNA? Normal being gets us there? Yeah. Okay. Let's get our copies in the right spot. And we go here and here. It's 2 and 1. Does the amount of hands matter when you're in the E zone? Yes, because we lose hand size thanks to the DNA. Yeah, we need to wait until Ante 32 and then we hard roll for bean. That might be enough. That and like a juggle tag. If you beat Ante 32, is the plan just to skip and reroll for Serpent in Ante 33 plus? Yes. Ante 32 is the choke point because it cannot be the Serpent. So we have to... Did I botch it? What just happened there? Oh, that was the first hand. Oh, God. Okay. Thank you, chat. Momentary panic. Sorry, there's a lot that going on and a lot to consider. That was my DNA hit. Okay. Everything is taking so long. I've started to lose my mind. Yeah, we've been going for almost 3 hours on this single run so far, so we're not fully functional. Okay. 170, what? Yeah, we're still shy. One E each round, yeah, that's not enough. That's not fast enough. Look for a quick net negative. But I think we're just wanting to find a bean next ante.
Well met.
I am Chef. Thank you for the prime. Okay, we're copying correctly. We're copying correctly. I mean, technically, we can get some extra money off of this. It's just risky because of accidentally hitting gold cards. It's fine. One is acceptable. So we move that. We're copying the DNA. How do you plan on beating Ante 32? That's what this entire stressful conversation is all about. That's what we've been talking about exclusively for the past 20 minutes. All right, send the DNA hand. Don't freak out when it's short. Then we play the gold card. Okay, this is potentially a moment where I get rewarded for being patient on the vouchers. So we need one of two things. We need either a juggle tag or a bean. Pretty sure you have 2 normal Plutos. Yes. So am I. I'm certain of that, in fact. But what is the relevance? Tristan, thank you for the super chat. You spend everything on rerolls till you get bean. Yes, I have no choice. don't freak out. That's fine. Play this hand. This wins. Move this before we forget. A juggle tag would, like, be the less stressful option. I skipped twice, yes. Are we dead? Not here, but probably next ante, unless we get lucky. Scraggler, thank you for the super chat. Juggler tag removes Perkio scaling, but it's something. Well, if we get a bean, we have to skip to the boss blind anyway. So it's irrelevant. Everything requires us to skip to the boss blind. So we're going to miss out on Perkio scaling no matter what we do. Don't need luck with $3,000? Yeah, but I spent a little bit of unnecessarily at points that would have made it easier to hit. Okay. We're gonna have to re-roll that boss blind as well. So we can't fully roll down here. That doesn't actually help me. Right? Because we're looking for bean. Because we've already seen that with Blueprint or Brainstorm, we're not beating 179. Okay. The question is this going to be enough now? It's +2 hand size, right? I don't know if it's enough, but it's better. Yeah, I guess I can pull up the calculator so we can see if we need to roll some more. So it will be... We're at 9 hand size, so it's 14 hand size. There will be 3 more kings in hand. Is that math correct? I think we get there. 185 is what I'm getting. We'll have 13 cards in hand. So we get there. We just skip. You cannot copy the bean. No, it's incompatible. That's really important because we didn't lose all of our money, so we can still serpent farm. Okay. That timing is really important as well. That is extremely lucky. We are going to have to reroll the boss blind. We go next round. Reroll? No. That's fine. Then we skip. Skip. Hit it.
We're gonna be rich.
Copies in the right spot. We also have some, like, flexibility and margin for error now. Can you copy Troubadour? No, you can't copy any of the hand size vouchers or hand size jokers. So I think we're set through Ante 39 now. Sucks that you couldn't get the serpent? Yes, but now I can. Now we have clear skies to find the serpent for the remaining 6 antes. Craig, thank you for the bits. What made you so rich? Not switching to steel as early as chat wanted me to and was begging me to. Serpent is not possible in Ante 32 because multiple of 8s are always Ante 8 boss blinds like the Violent Vessel. We had to double skip because we would die if we didn't like keep the full hand size of the turtle bean. We're just in full skip mode now. Oh, what a relief. All right, now as long as we don't get like giga unlucky on the boss rerolls, we'll be fine. Still no ecto. Okay, yeah, now we can move. This doesn't matter as much anymore, right? Like, nothing actually matters because we can just get Serpent. So I shouldn't, like, I don't know, we could reroll to get out of the bean, but, like, we want all of our money for Serpent farming. I almost misclicked the select there. Needle, wrong green feller. There we go. Skip. Still no ecto. I think we have enough cards in deck to get Serpent value. Yeah, that was pretty quick. We want to find and farm the gold cards, though. I'm going to use discards first. Because, well, I don't really want to run through the scoring every moment. I'm going to actually, I'll be right back. I need to get some water. Just in time to move the mime. I think we have it. Like, we can pick up another Joker still. But we have, like, a lot of extra room in our score if we played more efficiently that we aren't taking advantage of right now. So we can reroll into maybe something that would give us score. But there aren't many things that can... Like, a burglar would actually be kind of fine here. Although excruciatingly tedious. speaking of. Okay, that's now probably better. That does, like, yeah, that's probably enough to get us there, right? Filler. Probably want to copy gold cards now. It's good money on both of these.
Well met.
Let's just go ahead and get this out of the way first. Yeah, those are both, like, it doesn't matter too much, but those are both very good skips, so that could help quite a bit. Wonder if Mary Andy would actually be the play? It could be. Did I skip? Did I miss it? I dupe the gold card so that I have more money to keep rolling into the serpent. I don't think we'll need the extra cards in deck from the DNA. Because we're not necessarily going for Nea Nymph with this run. But it doesn't hurt. I skip and miss out on the Perkio scaling. It doesn't matter how much Perkio scaling you get if you die, which is what would happen if we did not skip. Why would not skipping make you die? Because I do not have the capacity to score the required amount without getting Serpent. Hey, welcome, Doc. We do have the capacity to still just, like, roll for the bungler and replace the DNA with it so that we can guarantee it, but that would be a very long process. If you get the burglar, it'll be a 10-hour video. Yeah, just for the last like 3 antes. Isn't there a mid mod that skips all the cards stuff? Yep. We do not have it installed, though. Add. Thank you for the sub.
Well met.
Strongly typed. Thank you for the gifted sub. Slytherin, bro. Thank you for the super chat and the good luck wishes. Omen Globulo, finally. Let's move this. Look for a bungler. It's better than a DNA,
Well
right?
met.
And it's less tedious in these early stages. Better, yeah, exactly, and faster than a DNA. We don't need the, like, we don't need the calculator to determine this one, right? It's just simple math. We get 9 extra hand size from it, essentially. 8, because of the -1. Which is more than a DNA gives us. I would still prefer a burglar, I think. Get copies in the right spot. Burglar is uncommon. That was fast. Nice. Go here and here. Wait, I'm not copying correctly. I moved the wrong Joker. It's fine. We're not, like, at risk of dying here. I just have to... I get punished by... If anything, like, this is technically optimal. Right? Because we want to farm up more gold cards. But, yeah, exactly. We lose time off of our lives is the downside here. -5 minutes of your life. I don't know if it's that long, is it? We're just gonna waste it anyway? Yeah, exactly. Exactly. I have no one to blame but myself on this one. Actually, that's with horrendous copying as well. I'm gonna blame the lag on my my misclick there. Akari, thank you for the super chat. Favorite kind of noodle? Pad thai. Is that a noodle? That's not really a noodle, right? It's a noodle dish. Udon. Bad copying order? Explain why my copying order is bad, please. Thank you for the membership. Should bring back Talisman until Ante 39. I haven't had Talisman installed for a very long time because the last time I did, it bricked my save file, so I'm going to avoid doing that. Bruno looks like he's seen some things. I mean, he's seen like 25 or so antes. So, definitely has seen some things. How many straights did you see? 0. Okay. If we have to get E290, we are not going to get there with a Mary Andrew. So we're going to need to find that bungler. Wrong guy. We do have some space right now. But we do want to meter out our rolls a little bit. Cannot copy the discard Joker, otherwise I would be copying the discard Joker. We actually need it like next ante. You only have 2,000 worth of rerolls? I'm aware. That's the problem. Because I also have to reroll the boss blind. More. Showman's not it. We just might not make it is the problem. Especially with the low rolls on that we've been encountering right now. Serpent. Oof. This is a long one. My god. We're going poor. Stop giving me the plant.
Well met.
In the hook. The lump a dump. Thank you for the gifted subs. Jeez, that one took forever. At least we get money off of the skips. That helps recoup some of the losses there. Okay. We might need multiple hands here as well. Oh, hey, we hit round 100. Is it truly the attention span build? Yeah. Yeah, we'll need to edit in some Subway Surfers or something. Tune one on radio, thank you for the prime.
We're gonna be rich.
And David, thank you for the super chat. Frost Magic, thank you for the tip as well. Very generous tip, appreciate that. Been watching all of your videos and trying to learn a lot, then you reminded me I'm not supposed to learn, so I brick a green stake painted deck run. What do I do? Balatro University. That's where you want to go to learn. Why Serpent even a boss line? Is there a con to it? I can't think of one. If you're playing a 5-card hand and you don't have great deck fixing, it can be devastating to not you see fewer cards most of the time. Okay, maybe we do need to play some gold cards here.
Well met.
Whiskey, thank you for the gifted subs. Okay. Uh-oh. Why are you still playing if you won already? Because winning wasn't the goal. Chat, are we doomed? I don't think so. We're still gaining hand size, right? I guess it's a question of it's enough. It might not be. Streamer, why are you stand? I am not stand. I'm actually a person. Is it gonna take forever? It's still less time than a than the burglar, which we will need, is going to take. Mime, I'm not convinced this wins yet, so don't worry about it. Let me handle it. It's getting chunky. Yeah, we're fine here. I don't really want to, but we might have to install Talisman if we do get the burglar. And just, like, turn off the big number. Or the Omega number, whatever it's using. Yes, this is 4x speed. So I want to keep track of how much we're gaining here. Going from 43. What was the previous hand? Does anyone remember? $231. So we're that would mean we're gaining 12 each hand. See if that holds true. 55, yeah, so 12. So we'd theoretically gain another 24. Which is fine for the... So we can do it next ante. So 291 on the final hand. Does that mean we just get there then? Well, it'd be plus 24 here, right? So that's not... It's 79.
Well met.
So that's short. Long Johnson, thank you for the prime. So we do need a bungler. You'll have a couple more steals, true, but that's not going to be enough. I'll also have a couple more Plutos, right? But I don't think either of those is enough to... So either way, we can get through here. That's the important facet. We could also just, like, find other jokers. So I don't want to roll too hard into this one. But I do want to get some rolling in case we find a burglar. I think Bean is worse, right? By a pretty significant margin. It's just burglar. Take this. That's uncommon, right? That's pretty good. Let's go a couple more rolls here. Hey! It's Doc Spectred. Surely we get good luck from the good doctor there. On uncommons. Okay. Let's hold here.
Well met.
Alright, because it's tedious, but we will get there.
Well met.
And then hopefully we reroll into it quickly. 69. Nice. So if we know it's going to take extra hands, I should save my discards and do this first without the appropriate copying, right? But now all we're doing is just waiting for the stupid observatory instead of the extra animations on the Baron Mime. Nan-Inf is not my objective. Ante 39 is my objective. We're coming up just short right now. Marginally faster? This is actually pretty significantly faster, right? Because we're not doing the Baron Mime copy. It's a bummer you can't reroll the boss blind from the shop. Yeah, being able to, like, know how much money we can roll down is pretty important right now. But we can also just check our top end. Like, in this moment right now. Polychroming the rest of your kings get you there. Polychroming does not meaningfully impact my score. It's your highest ever. Ante 39, but it was on a seeded run. Alright, 2 more of these and then the Giga Hand. Oof. Negative showman into a billion negative burglars next shop. Look, we don't need a billion. We just need 1. Potentially. We'll see if we need the one. We only have one more encounter we need to care about. Okay. Hit you with one of these. Okay, now we're gonna move our jokers before I forget. Not like that, though. Like this. And we have 7 discards to use. You're welcome, Krath. Does help at all here. There's one Joker and one Joker only that will help. You don't need to worry about anything else. Okay. Jokers are copying in the right order. Should be enough. Should be E285. Okay. Well, unfortunately, that is just a little bit short of the score that we need to hit, I think.
Well met.
Mr. Britton, thank you for the prime. So we're fine through here. We have one shop to find burglar, or maybe a juggle tag could get us there. Even with the bonus Plutos. The bonus Plutos, because we only get 4 of them, aren't going to be a meaningful difference. So we need burglar. And before negative burglar, we don't need it to be negative. We would just get out of the Andrew. Can a voucher help you anymore? No. I think all of the good vouchers are, or all of the vouchers that improve our score are gone. Wouldn't Bean be give enough since it gives you +5 instead of +3? This gives us +10, right? This gives us more. I guess it's 9. Well, it's +6 here from the Andrew. Andrew and Bean are equivalent. Okay, well, either way, it doesn't. +6, but -1, so also +5. Okay. Well, we're a little bit short of that Chatter's prediction anyway. Andrew doesn't decay. We don't care about decay. We have one more round that we care about. Wait, juggle tag? Does that do it?
Well met.
I don't know if it does it. What was our score? 83? You need cola then burglar? Cola doesn't help me. It doubles juggle tag. No, it doesn't. It doubles investment tag. If every 2 kings are E12, that should do it with E18, I believe. Thank you, Zeno. I trust Zeno's judgment. We are going to roll a little bit here. Just because a burglar would guarantee it. DNA is worse than Andrew. We've already seen this. Skip, sell, cola, skip. Yeah, but like, is that, that's still less hand size. One, like selling out of it, that's net negative hand size. Troubadour is also net negative. Sell cola, skip, juggler, judgment into burglar angler. Why are you going for these Hail Mary plays when we already have it sorted out? JWC, thank you for the super chat. It's gonna be close, so if we find a burglar, we'll take it. Like, you're making plays, you're suggesting plays that don't make sense in the context. Okay. How about just a couple more rolls here? I'm just going to trust Zeno. Zeno is a reliable source and a phenomenal content creator, so I'm just going to trust Zeno. Do you still need the Perkio? No, but what does selling the Perkio do? Midori, thank you for the super chat. Can you sell the Perkio now? Why? One more roll. Okay. We're just going to trust. Because I would have to get, like, extraordinarily unlucky not to hit the serpent with this money, and I don't want to push that. Wheel. Okay. Select it. Let's just go here. "20 minutes of animation before we find out?" Nah, it's a lot quicker
Well met.
with this method. I'm not gonna forget to swap copies. We're intentionally not copying optimally to avoid the extra time. Right, it's already taking long enough. Can sell Andy for the hand size back if needed. True, we might as well. Once we're done discarding. That's an additional hand. So that's +4 as a result of the juggle tag, but that should be more than enough. That's actually a good shout out, Misty. Rare useful backseat, yeah. Because we are just on the verge, so that small optimization is actually something meaningful. Chatter, how dare you ruin our reputation? That's fair. It's Ante 39 Nan for the last Ante before Nan. It is Nan. It is impossible to score enough for that Ante. I play hands first instead of discarding time. The only hand that matters is the last hand, so this is more time efficient. Would not selling do anything because you already going above hand size due to Serpent? I'm pretty sure it does. Because the Serpent is, like, does not consider the max hand size. Is it not possible to make it to Nan by stacking Perkias on top of a wall blind? Nan is literally not a number.
Well met.
So there is no number that can beat it because it doesn't exist. Chris, thank you for the prime. You cannot beat Ante 39. You're not going to sort out the secret tech that gets you past Ante 39. It just cannot be beaten. So Nan is basically 0? No, it's, well, sure, if that helps you understand it. Selling Andy means you need to keep 2 hands, right? What? No, I sell it after I'm done discarding. It gives +1 hand size, not a hand. Am I losing my mind?
Well met.
Why? Selling Andy does nothing? We'll find out, but it doesn't. There's literally no harm in doing so if I do it after I use my discards. I'm just confused as to what that person was talking about. Kiwi Ninja, thank you for the membership. I don't know. I'm just gonna do the thing I was going to do. There's no point in holding on to the Andy, right? Because this is the last round that we could feasibly beat. I think they meant you don't automatically get card back in hand when you sell Andy. I think you usually do. Yeah, usually it auto draws when your hand size increases. Either way, we'll find out, and it doesn't matter. Or if we trust Zeno, which I do, it doesn't matter. I'm curious to how it works. Yeah, we'll find out though. Don't. There's no need to stress about it now. Because in an ideal world, it just won't matter anyway. Odd check. Look at that. Exactly as I expected it would. Just getting gaslit by chatters. Alright, copies in the right spot. According to one chatter, this should be Nymph. But that doesn't really matter so much as just getting E89, so even if they're off a little bit, we're fine. Copies in the right spot. Again, it's 1, 2, 3, 4 Baron effects. 1, 2, 3, 4 Mime effects. We have all steel. Send it. And enjoy the ride. Shout out to Misty for the suggestion on selling the Andy. That was actually good tech. Probably wasn't necessary, but it gives me a little bit more security in this decision. Either way, this is the last hand where we can feasibly score enough. 12.E306. Mark my words. Okay. Well, that's notably less than Nymph, but will still clear the boss blind. So I assume your decimal's in the wrong spot. That should be 1.2. Or maybe I just read it wrong. Yeah, I'm seeing a second confirmation on E306, so that seems likely that we get there. Surely they did the math. .2 E306. Okay, doubling down on the like having two people arrive at the same calculation makes it a lot more likely than the people just shouting out random numbers, which is usually what happens. But Mar, thank you for the bits. And Drung, thank you for the super chat. Up all night for this? It's gonna be me and editing as well. Look at this fella just floating here, levitating like I do every day. Erden, thank you for the super chat. For bits. It only took one attempt. Alright, chatters were right. /r/ they did the math. We made it to Ante 39, first attempt of the day. Holy. You know, just for you, chat, I'll take the negative skips.
Well met.
I feel like a vagabond is appropriate to close things out. Gotta reroll into the... No. Let's do this one. Alright, let's go on a fire sale now. So we can have even more money get set to 0. I wonder if it's faster on a controller. The animations are the slow part, I guess. Use them all? No, I want the money. It's also faster this way. Should be a sell all. There is some quality of life mods that add that. Why not use them? Time. And this is funnier. Especially with the gift card, we get a lot of money that gets set to 0, and that's pretty funny. Oh, we are getting vagabond value. I didn't think about that. Link it, thank you for the bits. I am not going to get to level 69. How close are we? Okay, I can get to level 69. Three more. Nice. Don't say I never do anything for you. Surely this will be a time-saving measure by not having to, like, watch the animations of these, right? Huge disappointment. Thank you for the membership. Possible to beat Nan. Nope. That's why we're doing this. Barely making a dent, I know. Just sell the jokers? I will. But, like, the majority of the time comes from the Plutos, not the jokers. What if you get an Nymph? We lose. That's why I'm doing this again. We don't need to talk in circles and have the same conversation for the final remaining minutes of this. If you don't play high card, it won't go through the animation? Yeah, but where's the fun in that? I just leveled up to Ante 69. Stop trying to optimize my death, chat. Just let me do it. Mariana, thank you for the super chat. Like, there's no way to win here. Just let me have my fun at the end. You can't even... you can't even give me that when it's impossible to win? Witchy, thank you for the sub. Or the super chat. And Midori, thank you as well. Yeah, we're going for the most expensive high card ever played. Cyclops, thank you for the super chat. Yeah, exactly. We're gonna go down with nothing but the runner and the vagabond, as the good Lord intended.
Well met.
Zodi, thank you for the prime. Can we play the last hand as a hard card, though? Yeah, we're gonna play every hand as a high card. That's the whole point of this. But chat wants to take that from you. We gotta farm our vagabond. Doc Spectre can hang out too. You can go. Actually, I should have discarded. The runner stays. Perkio, you can stay. Baron, you're gone. Alright, you're gone. Send it. Oh, it's a wheel, chat. A wheel. Finally. Okay. Maybe there'll be a Baron in here. No. Yeah, we're still in the billions with like no scoring jokers. Give me another wheel. I want to hit a polychrome on this fella. Oh! I can't wait to see what my negative jokers are. That's going to be so exciting. Oh, we got a hermit. Oh, what a great way to end it. Whew. That was a lot closer than I thought it was going to be and a lot more difficult than I thought it was going to be. We got bailed out a lot. Like the DNA came at the right time, the turtle bean came at the right time, while preserving enough money to keep rolling down for the serpent. We got extraordinarily lucky at the end. All right, that is 4 hours of a single run of Balatro. Got a weekend project for that one. To edit that. So that one's going to be a while. But thank you all for hanging out. That's going to do it for me today. I will be back on Monday. YouTube videos will go up as usual. New video up in about 3 hours from now. Cineme, thank you for the bits and the congratulations. So thanks for watching, folks. Appreciate you all hanging out as usual. Enjoy your weekend. And I will see you on Monday. I've got a couple fun things queued up for next week. Potentially. On Tuesday. So this is something to look forward to. On Tuesday, we're going to be doing a co-op run with ADEF. Probably like a high score coaching like we did with Rarin. And then on Thursday, speaking of Rarin, we might be doing some multiplayer Balatro. So we've got some collabs in the works. Both cooperative and competitive. So something to look forward to. And yeah, enjoy your weekends. I'll see you on Monday.